Hey everybody, Jocksters89 here. Today I want to do some rumors about the Xbox Scorpio, or Project Scorpio as they're calling it. One thing I wanted to do is kind of compare it to the PS4 Pro, because that's probably going to be its closest competitor, even though it hasn't even come out yet, which is kind of weird, but that's the way it goes, I guess, since they released the Xbox One S. One thing Xbox One S does have for it though is, which is kind of crazy, is a Ultra HD Blu-ray player, 4K, which Sony kind of came up with, and they haven't even put it in their PS4 Pro. But anyway, I digress. That's kind of off the topic. All right, so one of the things that is going to be very cool about the Scorpio that they're kind of predicting, 4K native, which is awesome. PS4 Pro does have 4K native. So instead of like the upscaling and things like that. So that's going to be nice. So yeah, it's also going to have an 8-core processor that they're predicting. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Jaguar, kind of like how the PS4. I'm not sure exactly which one they're going to be using. When that information starts coming out, I'll definitely let you guys know. But it is going to be an 8-core processor, just like the PS4. I already talked about the 6 teraflops, which is going to be nice for the 4K and some VR capabilities, which will be cool. That's one thing that Sony definitely has over Xbox right now, is some VR capabilities. But they're definitely talking about that. All right, another cool thing. Price tag. They are predicting that this is going to be around $400. Some of the Microsoft patrons have talked about the price tag being around $400, which would be nuts and super cool. Other fans are saying that it's going to be around $600. Honestly, I would probably do it for probably around $450 to $500. I think that's going to be reasonable for what you're getting. If any of the specs that I've talked about are going to be any kind of indication, I think around $400 to $500 is probably going to be the sweet spot for this bad boy. Another cool thing is it will be backwards compatible for Xbox 360 game titles, which is nuts. I mean, I don't know when those games are ever going to start going away, but holy hell, definitely not right now. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of the Scorpio for now. All right, so the PS4 Pro does have 8 cores. It's the AMD Jaguar chipset. The GPU is 4.2 teraflops. So if the Scorpio has the 6. I mean, obviously, you guys know what that means. 4K, VR, all the good stuff. Pro has GDR5, 8 gigabytes of RAM. Storage size 1 terabyte. I don't know what the storage size, if there's going to be different levels to it on the Xbox. But anyway, 1 terabyte for the PS4 Pro. I still can't get over the fact it does not have a 4K Blu-ray player. It's stupid in my opinion, but whatever. But yeah, so that's going to be kind of the comparisons between the two. Honestly, I think the Scorpio is going to come out and it's going to be around the same, pretty much everything. I do think the GPU is going to be a little bit nicer. Probably around the same memory storage size. They might do a 500 gig version. But nowadays, since you're downloading everything, 500 gig. I mean, I had a 500 gig Xbox One, and I had to go get the 2 terabyte external storage because I was filling it up super quick. I had to keep deleting games, things like that. So I don't think they're going to do a 500 gig, or if they did, I don't know who would buy it. Honestly, the 1 terabyte's kind of a must anymore. But yeah, so that's kind of the rumored stuff about the Scorpio and kind of the differences between the Scorpio and the PS4 Pro. I'm definitely an Xbox guy. I do have a PS4. I don't have the Pro. I don't know if I would jump up to the Pro without that 4K Blu-ray player. It's like beating a dead horse, but that's nuts to me. Not having that and being like the pioneers for it and making, and coming up with Blu-ray, not putting the next generation of Blu-ray in your flagship console, it blows my mind. When the competition's doing it and they gotta pay a lot more to have that kind of stuff in there. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of a bugaboo for me. Not a big fan of that decision. I don't know if they're trying to be, obviously they're trying to cut costs. But why is the Xbox One S right now going for $250 for the holidays? And the PS4 is charging what they're charging to not have that 4K Blu-ray player. Just kind of a dumb decision, if I say so myself. All right, guys, that is going to be kind of my little rant. Yeah, Joxers89. I will see you guys on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.